We're here in Salt Lake City at the Outsiders Ball. It's kicking off the Outdoor Retailer Show, big fundraising event. Cooling down here this evening, I've got Gary Smith with me. He's the CEO of Polartec. Thanks for coming.
My pleasure.
So let's start off with, what was your most memorable experience in the outdoors?
There's been many. I guess I actually had a recent one this morning.
So
we flew in last night, and a group of 7 of us went up to Park City and went mountain biking. So I got a little bruise here. I got in a fight with a tree. Yeah, it was great. I mean, to me, any opportunity to get outdoors is a good one. So. Now,
did you say you grew up in Maine?
I did, indeed.
And so, any experiences in Maine, or that led you to your current position as the?
Absolutely. Maine is an interesting place, and if you don't like the outdoors, it's a pretty grim existence. And so, at Polartec, we make fabrics, performance fabrics, everything from next to skin to insulation to weather protection. And so the whole advent of the modern sort of outdoor industry with things like waterproof breathable fabrics and synthetic insulations, warmth without weight, I mean, it just made possible the opportunity to stay outdoors. When I was a kid, you had to come indoors when you got cold and
you didn't
wet.
have those fancy fabrics.
No, and I'm an old guy.
Yeah.
And so and now my kids can stay outdoors as long as they have the right kit on. So I think the industry that we're here celebrating is largely responsible for that.
Yeah, definitely. So what else can we do to keep your kids outside besides getting them fancy fabrics? What else can we do as an industry to encourage them to stay outside as long as possible?
Yeah, I mean, I think it starts by example. I mean, as a parent, first and foremost, I mean, I think parenting starts at home. I think it's my responsibility to bring my kids outdoors and show them that you can have fun, that you can have great experiences and adventures outside without, having a screen in front of you. I mean, it's hard. I've done a pretty good job, I think, as a parent of keeping the electronics to a minimum. But it's reality too, and it exposes them to lots of good things as well. So I just took my family to Alaska, for a trip. So it's the first time we'd all ever been there, and they got to see whales and bears, and my son caught his first fish. And so I think that's first and foremost, it starts at home, but I think you can then take that to volunteering, and if you're in the industry, you have an obligation to give back.
For sure.
And we all have to be mentors, because it's self-perpetuating from a business standpoint, but it's also the right thing to do.
That's right.
From a health and wellness perspective. So.
Very cool. Well, thanks for stopping by.
My
Appreciate
pleasure.
it.
Thanks a lot.